August 28th. I just left the stealth site. I've done, you won't believe this, I've done 7 miles in an hour and a half, and still not a fan of New Mexico. I don't know if you can see, it's just the road is either littered with potholes, mud, rocks. The climbing's not so bad, but I'm probably not going to film much because it is pretty. You can see, looks just like everywhere else. I guess that's an East Coaster's view of the West at this point, but it's my video and that's how I look at it. Anyway, I'll film if some interesting stuff comes up. Otherwise, I'm just going to bang out. I got 72 to Abiqui, which I hear is pretty nice, and I'll probably do that over 2 days unless there's a miraculously steep paved downhill that goes for 20 miles today. Alright, midday check-in in New Mexico. I'm loving it. Just got done with all the rocks. I think there's an Airstream show, because that's about the 10th Airstream I've seen in 2 miles, maybe at Hopewell Lake. I'll go check it out. But yeah, first the mud and the rocks, now we got the highway. Anyway, I just thought I'd bring you along for the ride up this hill. Maybe I'll be able to smooch some food off the Airstream show. Hopefully they stop at Hopewell Lake. Alright, still hating New Mexico. Made it up that big hill, 3,000 foot climb. I'm at Hopewell Lake. The only good thing is it started, well, it's not good that it's raining, but I've got this, I don't know if you can see, it's like an Adirondack lean-to. And I got a water pump, hopefully that works, but the handle looks missing. Well, at least I'm dry for a while. I'm gonna have lunch and scope out some water. So I'm in this lean-to at Hopewell Lake, which is actually a nice place to be in the rain. You can hear the rain if I shut up, and it's broad daylight outside. Very interesting. There's the cloud. Looks like it's going that way. So I'm gonna hang out, finish my lunch. Some guy stopped and asked me if I need any help, and I said, "Are you from New Mexico?" And I said, "Yes." He said, "Yes." I said, "Hate your state so far." I was joking about it, but kind of serious. He understood though. You hear that? Second or I think it's the third time it's raining today. And check that out. We got mud, I can't move, and rain and thunderstorms. And it's raining harder. So I don't know what to do. I think I'm gonna go hover under a tree. So good thing this GoPro is waterproof, because if you've watched this channel for any length of time, you know that most of the time when it rains, I kind of huddle under a tree. And today I said, I'm going to put my big boy panties back on and I'm going to ride because I got a big downhill. But sure enough, you can barely see that. It's fucking mud as far as you can see, all the way down there. And you see that over there? You can barely see that. That's my bike. It probably has 30 or 40 pounds of mud on it. I can't even pick it up, it's so heavy. So what I figure I would do is leave it out there and at least try to wash the mud off the bike. And I really don't know what I'm gonna do right now, because unless the sun comes out and bakes this off, I'm not going anywhere. So another good day in New Mexico. One more thing about the mud. You know, when you're riding, it doesn't even look like mud because there's not that many bikes on this trail. You don't see any tracks, and I guess the cars know to keep off it. So it looks like perfectly hard packed dirt, and then you're in it and it's like quicksand. So I learned my lesson going over these flats in the rain. I won't do that again. So an hour later, so the rain stopped, and it's pretty sunny over there, and it looks like it's going to dry up. But right now, that is a death road. If I go on that, my tires are going to get all caked up, and I won't go anywhere. And the problem is, I think I've realized it's just the flats that get flooded, the trees. So I got to get way down there, and I'm going to try to go on this grass if that works. Otherwise, I'm pretty much screwed in New Mexico. Wasn't going to film anymore because today turned from bad to worse. The mud, excuse my language, fucked up my drivetrain, and I spent probably 2 hours. I luckily found a spring. I just kept pouring water on it to clean it. Now I got this, so the end of the day, it's getting cold, and I'm gonna have to walk through it, and my feet will be all wet at the end of the day. I guess that's life. Trying to get 5 miles to a town that has a post office, and that's the only building there, Conejo I think it's called. And at least a guy told me they have a water faucet behind the back. So see what happens today. Quick video. I'm in camp. It's Monday, August 28th. I'll show you around camp. There's my bike because I found a tree to lean it against. There's my sleeping bag, which I'm drying out because it got wet last night. And this is pretty much the flattest plot I could get that didn't have cow poop. And I haven't talked about this much, but in Colorado and now in New Mexico, every piece of land must be available for cows. Because there's poop, there's poop, there's poop, there's poop, there's poop, more poop, 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 poop over there. It's all over the place. So you have to be very careful when you find a place to pitch. Anyway, I think I'm about 25 miles outside Abiqui. I had a casualty today. I got stuck in the mud, which I think I filmed. It took about 3 hours to get my drive chain working and my brakes working. But in that process, I lost my raincoat. And with the monsoons or whatever these rains that come 3 and 4 times a day, it's a vital piece of equipment. So I know Abiqui has a bike shop, so I'm just guessing I'll be able to buy a raincoat there. Probably going to take a 02. I think this was the longest, hardest, considering some fire ranger told me the first 100 miles across the New Mexico border is the worst roads, which I'm not sure I believe. But this is going to take me 5 days to do this 200 miles with the mud and the rain and the bike issues and just all the rocks. But anyway, after that, I think it's 2 and 3 days to all the other New Mexico towns. So good night. Oh, this way. So I don't know if you can see me. I'm in my tent. It's the middle of the night again. And I think some animal, a big animal like a coyote or a mountain lion or something, just killed something like 100 feet from my tent. And now I can't go to sleep. So I've been through a bunch of states on this trip, and New Mexico is completely different. I mean, I'm only 100 miles over the border of Colorado, and it was just a completely different place. So now I can't go to sleep. And I hear all these animals screaming and this one thing that just went down right next to me. So I'm pretty scared. I'm back to being grizzly bear scared almost. And I didn't have this feeling for a while. So just thought I'd put this on camera. Can you hear that? It's the middle of the night again. Some crazy shit's going on in New Mexico. I haven't filmed them. I'm like 100 miles over the Mexico border. And all I hear all night is animals screaming. The fire warden in Hopewell Lake told me to watch out for mountain lions. I'm not sure that's being picked up on camera. It's nighttime and you can't see anything but this crazy something. I don't know if I should get out of my tent. I don't know what that is. It's pretty close to my tent. It just started barking. I don't know if I should get out of my tent and scare it away, or I should just stay here. I don't think it was a coyote because they would howl. Oh, I guess it stopped.